Hello and welcome to City Edition, the City of Bend's video news magazine. I'm Justin Finestone. Bend's updated plan to expand its urban growth boundary is in its final stages, thanks to many hours of work by city staff and volunteer citizen advisory committees. The city's scheduled to present the plan to the state in early 2016. Here's an update.
We reached a major milestone in the work on the urban growth boundary remand. In mid-March, the Urban Growth Boundary Steering Committee approved a series of recommendations from 3 citizen committees on the urban growth boundary.
We have a 3-phase project. We've broken it into phases so we can contract separately, try to save money and adjust as necessary. The first phase is really around determining our land need, looking at opportunity areas for redevelopment, determining how we're going to do our boundary analysis. And then phase 2, we bring all that together in order to determine some actual UGB expansion scenarios, and then we test those. And then phase 3 is rolling into the adoption of a selected alternative.
There are 2 big differences in the city's approach toward the UGB this time around. First of all, there's a lot more public involvement. There have been a lot of public meetings about the UGB, not only by the city, but also by organizations such as the Chamber of Commerce, Bend 2030, other organizations.
Well, the City Council appointed about 60 different citizens to 3 committees, 1 to 3 committees. The Residential Committee focused on housing, an Employment Lands Committee focused on land for commercial and industrial growth, and the 3rd committee on the urban growth boundary itself and different growth scenarios. And we learned quite a bit from each committee. There's a real strong interest in looking at encouraging redevelopment in different parts of Bend, not just the central area of Bend, but in downtown, around the OSU Cascades campus, and in areas of southwest and southeast Bend where there's still some vacant land that could be redeveloped.
And what I'm learning is that people really do encourage and understand that Bend is a growing community. It's going to happen, and that we need to adjust to that change and then to do our best in order to make it the town we want.
We've been learning a tremendous amount, not just from the public in these processes, but from the actual members of the committee. You know, one of the things that's been very different this time around is that we've got members of the staff of the Department of Land Conservation and Development working on each of our committees.
This time around, our relationship with the Department of Land Conservation and Development is much more collaborative than the previous time around. They have people in the room as we're deliberating, so we've been bouncing ideas off of them as to what will work, won't, and it's been a very good relationship.
We are really poised to get the project done. I'm really excited about it. I feel people's energy shifting from a sense of apprehension to, yes, we can get this finished and get it done in a great way for the community.
And so this is a big step forward. I mean, there was some pushback when we started. People were wondering whether 2 years would be enough time. But we have to remind people that we've been at this now for 10 years. And 10 years is a long time. It's really time to wrap this up, and looks like we're going to wrap it up by spring of next year.